your name, baby?
Brianna,
Brianna, how old are you?
27.
27. What you do for a living, boo?
I'm a farmer and a fashion designer.
You're a farmer?
Yes. Well,
Oh my God.
I just bought my house, so it's not up and running yet. So I technically, it's not officially a farm yet, but
Where do you live? Okay, yeah, your light is good.
I live in Arkansas, but I'm from Dallas, Texas.
So you're gonna be you're a farmer in Arkansas.
Yes,
Okay. Because I believe weather, that doesn't weather matter for farming?
absolutely. That's why I am not in season yet. The seeds are in the ground, everything's growing. It's just not actually ready to serve yet.
Okay. So you're a farmer, and what's your other job you said?
I'm a fashion designer, so I
Fashion design.
make clothing and custom pieces.
She's a farmer and a fashion designer. You're 27. What's your zodiac sign?
An Aquarius.
Aquarius. Do you have any children?
No,
No kids. And you live in Arizona. No, Arkansas, right?
yes, Arkansas.
Okay. So we got Brianna, 27, lives in Arkansas, Aquarius, a farmer and a fashion designer. No kids. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I guess just somebody that fits into what I'm trying to do because um, I've met men that aren't trying to live on a farm or don't see themselves living in Arkansas, and I own my home, so it's kind of a must.
So you want a man that either lives in Arkansas or be willing to move to Arkansas because you're not leaving.
Yes, at least for the next 10 years because I just bought my house last year. Like I closed in September, so I'm not leaving anytime soon.
Okay. So do you want to get married within the next 10 years?
Of course.
So you want to move into your house then?
I'll say this. There's an opportunity if, it's the right person that we can buy a house somewhere and I can rent out my house, but that it would have to be the right person. It's not just going to be just some random person, but I'm not going to just move any random person into my house either.
No, I mean, I get that. I get that. But that's why I said that you want to get married. I wasn't talking about just a random person. This is be a person that you dated and you guys are talking about marriage. Obviously, you live in the same house. And you said you made it clear you bought a house, so you're not going to move for at least 10 years. So the idea is if you got married, he would have to move into your house, which could be fine. I just wonder if you ever thought about that.
Yes, I mean, the person that I'm thinking of that I'd possibly find on here probably travels for work or something like that. So a long distance situation wouldn't be an issue.
Right. Um, I think, and the reason I think this is a really good conversation moment because listen, I'm all for women of having their own. I wouldn't be where I am if I wasn't a person focused like I was in my life. But I do think when you buy a house and then you want to get married, and there's nothing wrong with it. So I want to make sure I explain that. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. But if you buy a house as a woman and then you meet your man after, have you thought about, okay, this means he moves in with us, my home, or do you sell your home and get another house? I was just wondering if you ever thought about that. But let's continue. Let's continue. What are your deal
I would
breakers?
say I'm open to either or for sure.
It could be either or.
But
Okay.
I do have business plans written and they are for where I am living. So it would have to be a conversation for sure.
So it would make sense if you got married just for him to move into your house, which there's nothing wrong with
Yes.
it. But I think that as single women plan, you also have to plan to be a wife. It doesn't really just happen overnight. Like you have to just like you are planning to be a farmer, you plan like your career steps, you have to put yourself in the same space to become a wife. So it's fine if you are set on this house. I'm just wondering, did you ever think about what that looks like if you were to get married? And are you okay with him moving into that house? And would it still always be your house? Or would it be his house too? Because now he's also your husband.
Oh, it would definitely be us too, for sure. I mean, I don't have kids, so I am trying to find somebody I can build a life with. So, that's what I'm saying. It would be a conversation. It's not just going to be for anyone, though. I am willing to move, but I am trying to start a farm. Like, that is my passion. So, that would have to also be within those plans. But I have been single for a year now, and I bought my house after I was single. I have been celibate since last year as well. So I've been more focused on myself and my business rather than a man and getting married.
Okay, fair enough. I'm very proud of you too for buying a house at your age.
Thank
That's
you.
very impressive.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. I think they're saying your Wi-Fi is messing up, but I could work through it. What are your deal breakers?
Um, I will say that my ex was, he liked to put his hands on people, so that would definitely all these notifications. Jesus. That would be a
I
problem.
think people are following you. They're following you during the interview.
Yeah, that's what the problem is. And I'm on my laptop for everyone that have an Android and all that, so I could get on my phone, but we're already in it now, so I'm just gonna do it.
Just gonna do it. Okay.
But I can't
Uh,
stop the notification.
we got a paid question, but before I get to that, let's keep going. Should the man look a certain way? Hello, honey. Can you hear me, honey?
I am more attracted to somebody's intelligence. Yes, it's the notifications. I'm sorry. It's I can't stop them, and it's like every 2 seconds I'm getting a notification.
Okay. Well, okay. I gotta do the interview though.
But
So
I
you
can stop
ready?
them.
Listen. Just focus,
Yes, I
Brianna,
just
honey.
it's not me. Like I if
Brianna.
I would stop getting notifications, we could easily do the interview.
So do you want me to? You can just talk to me and forget the notifications. Just stay
I'm
focused.
here with you.
All right. So I asked you, does the guy have to look a certain way?
No, you were saying that it's breaking up. The connection's breaking up.
Okay. Does the guy have to look a certain way?
No, I'm more
Brianna.
attracted to intelligence more than look. So I would be focused more on his mind rather than his looks.
Okay. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
I'm here with you. I promise. It's the notifications going off that are breaking it up.
Brianna, does
I
he
would
have to make
say
a
that
certain?
he would at least have to make 50K as of now.
There's a lag. Okay, they're telling
50K
me there's a delay.
now.
There's a lot happening now. There's a lot happening. I'm
I would
hosting a
say
live show. So, okay, there's a delay. They're telling me there's clearly a delay. I didn't know there's a delay. So, do you have a money requirement?
he would need to make 50K right now. When we were to have kids going down the line, I would say maybe 75 because I would be more focused on an entrepreneur income rather than a steady income and an entrepreneur income. So we would need that steady income for however many kids he would like to have and myself.
Okay. All right, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh Lord, y'all ain't gonna be able to see nothing in this dress.
Okay. We see you, boo. I love that she got it already set up. Okay, let's give her a good shape. I mean, we can see kind of. So, Brianna, you're 27. What's the age range you would date?
I ain't trying to be a whole show pony on the show.
Say again.
I would say
Um,
32 to 39.
32 to
32 to 30.
39. All right, so a couple of questions. Shay said, speaking about the guy, Shay says, does the man have to pay your mortgage or get a second house together? Will you leave him if it's paid off? What does get out of this deal? What does he get out of this deal? Let me read it again. Shay said, "Does he have to pay your mortgage or get a second house together? Um, will you leave him once it's paid off? What does he get out of this deal?" This is back to the you own your own house question.
Well, I pay my house by myself, so whether we're together or not, my house is my farm, so I'm going to pay it off regardless of him. I would like for us to build a life together, and I already do have a home. A lot of people don't own a home. Some people live in apartments and things like that. So, or somebody that travels. So, somebody that doesn't have a home would prefer maybe somebody like me that already does have a home because they don't have to worry about us both buying a house and everything like that. He can just, move in, and we already have that level or that situation already settled. So, I
Got
mean,
you.
for
All right,
somebody,
well,
that'll
Garden.
be a good thing. For somebody else, it might not be. So, for him, that'll be a good thing.
Okay, fair enough. It might not be for you. Garden Rose did say this. She says, "You are doing it the right way. Do not sell your house for no man. Buy one with your husband. These men, husbands, are or not too fickle for that." I think she meant to say these men and husbands are too fickle for that. Um, and then Sleep Vibes said she has deprioritized. Sleep Vibes says she has deprioritized marriage. Let her do her farm. We are moving to Arkansas. Well, let me say this. I don't think I can agree with that. I think it's very impressive that you bought your own home. So I think everybody should salute you at 27 years old buying a house. Like you have to do a lot to buy a house. So kudos to you. I was just asking the questions about if you find a man, what does that look like? Because you just made it so clear that your house was your business, you're not moving, so that's why I even asked about it, because you were like, for the next 10 years, you're not moving out of this house. So obviously, if you plan to get married in the next 10 years, do you want the man to move in? But we can move on. We can move on. I think we have that clarity there. All right. When was your last relationship?
And I will just intercept for a second because I could have, used all of the money that I spent because it was a lot to buy my house, to travel and things like that. But I already traveled when I was younger. I've been to China. I've been to a lot of different places in the US. I had a traveling job. So that wasn't a priority of mine. My priority was stability. I've dated in the past and I haven't dated anybody that I wanted to marry. If I want to just settle down with some random man, I could have done that, or somebody that didn't make me happy, or somebody just for the money. I could have done all of that. But I want to find somebody that I can spend the rest of my life with. So I'd rather do that than just be with anybody.
Okay.
And that's why I don't have
And
kids too, because I don't want to just be with anybody.
no, I think that's smart. Um, so the question was, when was your last relationship? Did I miss it?
I broke up with him in actually last Valentine's Day of 23.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask. When's the last time you was intimate
So
with
over a
someone?
year ago,
Okay. When was the last time you was
May
intimate
of
with someone?
23.
Last year.
May of 2023.
I do not know why we have a delay.
Yes.
Okay. What are three flaws you have to work on?
I would definitely say the fact that I don't have a good relationship with my immediate family at the moment, specifically my mother, would, I guess, be considered an issue. It's hard to get to know me very well in the beginning because I do have walls up. So I I will be vulnerable and let you get to know like details about me, but as far as being like sensitive and showing my whole self to somebody, I'm not going to do that in the beginning because I I guess I just don't trust somebody to handle it with care. So I'm just gonna, yeah, I have. I'll say that. And then I did write it down, so I won't stop rambling. Um, I can be too independent. I mean, I do have my own house and I am trying to start multiple businesses. So there's that. Um, I overthink. So there's a few.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I think I have great qualities. I think that, the man that finds me appealing will enjoy the life that we can build together. And yeah, if you're for me, you're for me. If you're not, you're not. That's really what it is.
Um, as someone said, Kendra, do you not hear the notifications? I absolutely hear the notifications. We talked about this in the beginning of our interview. She does not know how to mute it. So I know how to shut down and stay focused. So that's what I've been doing, just shutting down and stay focused. In the very beginning, she said she didn't know how to do that, to turn it off. I'm gonna give you. We got two. That's everyone's telling you to mute that stuff, but we're almost done. We're almost done at this moment. Um, Malavit Elephant said, the kind of man you probably want is going to require you to follow him in his life plans. It sounds like you want him to follow your life plans. Do you have a response to that?
Well, I did say that my flaw is that I am too independent, so that is a possibility. I think that somebody that's on my, same path, it'll work for them. That person doesn't work for me, so it's okay.
That's okay. Fair enough. All right. And did you give me your? Did I ask you why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. The noise is driving everyone crazy. So let's just do it. We got Brianna,
I'm
Arkansas,
sorry.
Aquarius, farmer and fashion designer. No kids. And could the guy have kids? I can't remember.
I don't know a situation where that would work because I I am a stepdaughter. I have a stepmother and a stepfather, and I am never their child. And if I had, or if I had a stepdaughter, would want them to see me in some type of mother role eventually. So I don't know how that would work. And the father would have to do a lot more than he's probably willing to do to make that work. So it's easier if he doesn't have a kid.
Okay. So are you saying you're
That's
a
good.
product of having a
That's all.
stepfather and it wasn't the best relationship?
I can't stand, well, I don't have a good relationship with either one of them. Yeah, I'll say that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's probably why you became so independent because you had to you only had yourself to rely on. And that's really the backstory to a lot of independent women's
Well,
story
exactly.
is they had no choice but to become independent in order to rely on anybody other than themselves. So do you think that your upbringing made you this independent woman that you talked about?
I mean, that's
Say again.
absolutely. I mean, I had a mother that, I had a mom that always had to go to work. Like she was always at work. I was definitely a latchkey kid. My mom was an older woman and my dad died when I was 17. So I definitely have been on my own for a while and figuring it out by myself. And I don't have a good relationship with my mom now or that side of my family. So I'm on my own. Like if I don't make it, then it's not gonna happen.
I
So
understand.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say a prayer for you. I hope you and your mother could work things out. I hope as time goes on, you guys can find a way to come back together. I really do. I don't take joy in hearing that you're
It'll
not
take
that close with your mom. Say again.
it's actually a recent problem, if that
Okay.
makes you feel better.
Well, recent or not, I hope you and your mother can figure out a way to repair it. I do. Well, let's do it. They already been hitting you up. Let's give it to them. Brianna, Arkansas, 27, Aquarius, farmer, fashion
I
designer.
actually found out how to turn off the notifications last second.
Okay. How can the guy
I
reach
turned
out to
off the
you?
notifications like 2 seconds ago.
Right.
My
How can the guy reach?
Instagram is there.
Okay, give it to the
My
people.
Instagram is at the bottom. Wild Vaughn. WILDVONNE. Wild Vaughn.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. I want you to keep me posted how it goes, love.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye, baby.